Hi there, Signs of Leo. This is Kim. I'm so excited to do your reading today. I'm still kind of waking up, so thanks for waking up with me. Drinking my coffee here in my little bitty Palo Santo. So if you would like to get the most connected with this reading, please join me in envisioning this divine white light that connects your chakras, going up, kind of like this beam of light is what I imagine, or visualize, whatever you want to say. And we connect on that unified field. So, oh, yes, the fan must go on. I like the background noise, but I also like the fan because it gets hot when you're channeling messages. It gets hot in here. Okay. So, yeah. Well, first message is the song that kind of came onto my feed right before your reading here, Leos, is Mazzy Stars Fade Into You. And so if you don't know how that song goes, I can never do Mazzy Star. Nobody can really do Mazzy Star justice, but it's fade into you, strange you never knew. I think it's strange you never knew. I look to you and I see nothing. I look to you and to see the truth. I think it's strange you never knew. So what it is like that's coming out with that song with Leos is thinking it's kind of strange you never knew that everybody wants to fade into you. You don't have to have a near-death experience to fade into the light. Just go meet a Leo and absorb some of their beautiful energy. People want to fade into you. I want to fade into my Leos. I want to soak up that beautiful just energy. I don't even know how to describe it. Energy, it's love, it's light. It's maybe going unnoticed by you quite how much people want to fade into you because they see everything and nothing at the same time. So profound. It's so profound because it's truly leading others just by being. And I think that's the biggest message, is you're leading others just by being the Leo that you are. Especially my Leo sons, it is for everything. If it's your North Node, then it's meant for you to be like a Leo and shine, right? But if you're a Sun Leo, then wow, you just already do. You already do. You don't have to work towards it. You are the sun. You are what everything is growing and healing from, in a sense. I know that puts It feels like it's putting a lot of responsibility on you, but it's really not, because it's just you being you. Wow. So, I want to fade into you. Strange you never knew. Strange you never knew your light. Strange you never knew. Alright. So I have Dances on One Foot, Balancing Act, number 9. Whoa, coming out first. Oh, the Eye of the Needle, Intentionality. This means something's going really well. Once you get that needle threaded, I don't know if you're threading something. If you're trying to, while you're just doing a balancing act and making it look so effortless, this can also be about truth, justice energy, Two of Pentacles. Your intentionality means the world. Your intention means the world. Because think about it, if simply just being you is so inspiring, or like to me, like somebody that you just want to be around to soak up that energy, not like in a vampire way either, let me say. All you gotta do is thread this needle. Things can be mended, repaired if you want to. If you don't want to, oh well, you can sew, you can make something new. But you're dancing. And what I always say with dancing is, literally, that's what I do. It gets me in a good mood. that plus the music usually, if I don't have an actual tune in my earphone, my headphones, my headphones, then I will just sing. And so there's something about dancing and singing, pulling you out of that place, or getting your vibe right. But yeah, something is really kind of magnificently coming together with the eye of the needle. It's all because of your intention. And if you're still making your intention, look at that sun-like energy from the eye of the needle too. Do you see it? Strange you never knew. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. 43. This card speaks for itself. I don't know. I don't think I have to really say anything else about that card. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Because everything about Leo is overflowing. I know, I feel like I'm not trying to build you up. I don't think I have to. But wow. So whatever's coming, it's going to come in overflow and plenty for you. All because whatever your intentions are, it's good. It's good. It's good intentions. Okay. So I pulled a deck specifically for this collective here. 6 of coins, 8 of coins, success in whatever you're working on. It's the uncommon tarot because it is kind of uncommon to shine like as bright as my Leos do. So that is what we're going to pull from. Intentionality. Oh, man. I had a period when I was in my late 20s, maybe, where I always had this, I always thought that I had this issue. Growing up, everybody always talked about an essential tremor that kind of ran in the family, you know. Like, oh, your grandma had a hand that was a little shaky, you know, and it looks like you've got the same thing. Like, that was what was told to me. And while I believed it, it kind of made it worse because you put that on top of nerves, and I think it was manifested more than anything. But what I did to help that, because it was embarrassing, I was doing some kind of class or something, and it was really embarrassing, the shakiness. I had to soothe it without, I wanted it soothed permanently. So I didn't want to have to take something to make shakiness go away. And what I did was I grabbed a needle and thread, and it was so frustrating because, I mean, I was like this with the needle, you know, and I did that over and over until I could thread the needle really steadily, and that was my intention. That was my sole focus. It was not on a shake. It was not on a tremor. It was on getting that dang thread into that little bitty hole. And that did the trick. It actually, that's what helped my shakiness. So, and it solved it, because it was almost like mind over matter. And especially when we're being programmed to feel like, oh, you just have what runs in the family. Well, even that psychology stuff, programming, can run in the family. And so we have to put a stop to it, right? So, you know, that story might be for somebody there about how that helped me. Okay, so focusing on something, intentionality. So the focus was less on the shakiness and more on the, why do you not want to shake? Okay, well, I don't want to shake so that I can thread this into this space. Like, I want this, so this has to be a certain way. And it has nothing to do with detached from all the other reasons of why you either can't or can do something. Just putting the intention on what you want to get out of this. Like, what is the goal? What is the goal? Oh, Page of Cups, beautiful. Do you like her little her little censorship? I forgot this deck is very censored. Yeah, I hate that it has to be too. It's ridiculous, but whatever. So the Two of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in the reverse is about giving the cup to yourself. Two of Wands in reverse could be about clearing the mind space and kind of like stop overthinking so much. Like I get plans, like lots of plans and things like that. And kind of sometimes overthinking can be a sign that we're procrastinating or putting off something. And again, with the focus, it's like, okay, well, let's just shut out everything else except for what the focus is for. That might be what this Two of Wands is about. I have the Page of Wands in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. What's going on with these reversals? We'll see. To give the cup to yourself. Give the cup to yourself. Tiny Tarot. Let's get a message. Page of Wands reverse could be that you're waiting on some kind of news, or could be that your light's shining so bright you're waiting on something to inspire you. Tell me about Page of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. It's the balancing of the scales. Success. Waiting on something that you're receiving, that you are going to receive. What's the King of Cups about? The Knight of Cups, which is an offer, unexpected offer, or unexpected proposal or offer. I'm going to use my little selenite for this. You may not realize that you're waiting on receiving gifts. There may just be gifts that are like unlocking at this time. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. It's literally telling you not to worry about it though, right? The King of Cups. King of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to come towards you to give you an offer, their cup of love, literally. Unexpected proposal, offer, opportunity. It's dreamy, it's charming. If this is a person, it's seductive. It gives you this ability to move forward fairly smoothly. Not the fastest card in the deck, which kind of might be, or not the fastest knight, I should say, might be why the King of Cups is in the reverse. Somebody's kind of at a loss for words with their emotions for you. But definitely wants to offer something. Page of Cups is that, you saw she's holding this huge cup, but it's the beginning of something. This your balance, look, she looks like she's balancing this big ass cup. The Knight of Cups, the offer. Tell me something more about the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the offer, because it has to do with the work that you have already put in, the seeds that you've sown. This is something that feels very material. On the material realm. The reason maybe that this energy is at a loss for feeling these overwhelming emotions, maybe even good emotions that can make you feel a little off balance. I feel like this is a separate person here for you. That's why it's coming out with this offer card. This is also about long-term planning, good choices and consequences. Keeping yourself balanced is going to be, or as balanced as possible, is important. Don't mistake the excitement as imbalance or anxiety. Don't mistake because if you're getting this overflow, overwhelm, and plenty, then you can be sure that there's something about emotions and the water gets pent up, right? Pent up. So when it's bursting forth, it's going to be big, and you're going to feel a lot of pressure. It could be mistaken for anxiety. Is what I'm saying here. All right. Then for your Ace of Cups in the reverse, the High Priestess, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you. You know what to do. The High Priestess here is very intuitive, knows how to give the cup to themselves, right? So you do have to invest the love in yourself. I feel like you are. The High Priestess just knows. It's in touch with all all things and hidden things. Keeping a lot of things to themselves, as you do if you're the High Priestess, right? As you do if you're the High Priestess. Could be something you're releasing with this Three of Swords, as far as whatever loss or heartache you have already gone through. That might be why they're saying, yeah, it's time to pour the love into you, instead of expecting it from an outside source. And just remember that you are the outside source for many, just because of you being you, and shining that light. Okay. 8 of Swords. What else? Devil. Oh, the Devil. Oh, the Devil. This could be about planning. And the Hermit. Self-reflection. The 6 of Wands. It's a victory. It's being recognized and raised up by others. The 8 of Swords is very mental, like in your head. It's an in the head energy. What's coming across with the 8 of Swords in this reading is, if you were wanting to do something and you're like, boy, the needle representing what you're wanting to do, and you're like, that hole is just really small for me to get through, to get this thread through. I don't know. And then the thoughts just kind of build and build and build, and pretty soon you're more focused on how you're not moving, or you're stuck, or you feel constricted or confined, instead of the focus being on that hole that you were trying to get through in the first place. And that's what's coming across. The Devil energy could be that you're dealing with temptations. The Devil has to do with addictions, vices. It can be fears. On a good note, the Devil can be that there's more strategic planning that has to be done here on the material realm, but it feels like you're already doing that. And so the Hermit is saying, okay, here, go inside, go within, find your lantern so you can guide yourself. You know what is toxic for you. You know what is not good for you. And if you're going to be addicted to something, be addicted to your light. Be addicted to something in a good way that's going to benefit yourself and others. The 6 of Wands it's usually it's coming out when you need to, which makes sense with this reading, when you need to be affirmed that you're doing a good job and others are recognizing that. They're lifting you onto this high horse. It's covered with a green cloth, if you can see that, this white horse is, which is related to chakra center, also like the heart, also reminding me of like wealth and things like that. But so this is getting recognized, being lifted up and getting recognized for it. Yeah. You fought it, whether this is spiritual or on the material, usually it's a little bit of both, but you fought a battle, perhaps a spiritual battle, that others could see that they are lifted up by just you winning. Just you winning. Just, right? Yeah. King of Swords, exhibiting discipline and to what it is that you're wanting, and that's why it's coming. So you have the knowledge. This King of Swords is like the expert. It's the expert. It's the person that holds these keys and the knowledge. It's limbic system. It's giving off limbic system because it's giving off like, this is your rationale, it's your logic, and it's also got this beautiful mix here with spirituality and all the work that you've done to free yourself from these fears or this devil energy. The Page of Pentacles is the new investment. It is a new adventure. It is a seed. It's a message. It's to be planted. Because though it might start off small, most things do. That's how the word grow gets in there, because it grows big. And that's the potential for the Page of Pentacles. So you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. You have a lot of messages coming in about how your discipline and hard work into whatever it is going to pay off. Of course, I always recommend work smarter, not harder. But there's no denying that the more time you invest in something and the more focus you have, that law of attention brings things quicker. So Breathe, Kim. Drink some coffee. Hang on 1 second. I think I've had too much, actually, but it's okay. It'll be okay. On to some oracle cards is what I'm being told. On to some oracle cards. I want to pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts so I can give you some confirmations in regards to gifts, abilities, or ascension paths. And yes, I do not know too much about the ascension numbers except for the numbers themselves and what those usually mean. So you may have to look up something if it says, you know, if there's something that you're like, well, what's ascension this? Or whatever, you know what I mean? So this deck can be, yeah. Anyway, sometimes I talk too much. Let's see. Messages for the light. Number 4. See, this is what I mean. Ascension number 4. Warmth, ether, senses being realigned. When you've broken away from a certain chemical or a person or something that was a toxic attachment, you can see and feel things in a different way. I think that's what that's even saying. And what it is you're building onto that. I also have augur, spiritual master, seer, predictions, a visionary. Yes. Yes. Oh, 2. And it could be 42 because, you know, that's that Hitchhiker's Guide to the It's without saying the whole thing, it's like this computer code that means life is what it is. It's what you make it. I'm even going to rearrange it so it's like this. So 42, 2, life path number 2, the partner, the moon, ruled by the moon. What is mysterious? It is what it is. It is what you want it to be. Make life what you want it to be. Be intentional. Be focused because that's how you're going to get it. Akashic records, all souls, universal events, past, present, future. Some of you all could be doing work where you tap into the Akashic records and help people with that. Of course, we usually start, I would say you probably start off using this to help yourself first. And then so that you can help others, just like when you heal yourself first and then you can help others. 4212 might be significant also to somebody. Maybe it's like a house number or something. Wow. Okay, those are wanting to pop out. Ascension number 12. This is what I'm saying about that. Okay, so 12 is a really cool number. 12, they say there's 12 like spheres or dimensions to this plane. You can have your own opinion on that. Obviously, I don't know the exact facts on that myself unless I had been there astrally and I haven't. And then it would just be still my own experience, right? But it could be, it's like a divine number. 12. Maha Parinirvana plane. It says guide humanity towards a multi-star system. Astrology, ancestral knowledge. Then I have Indigo Child, Beta Generation, born between 1968 and 1978. I also have Diamond Child on the bottom. It says born between 2010 and 2011. That's interesting. Of course, Indigo Child could go, I don't know, I think it's something, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's like 1958 to maybe like 2000 or something like that with the Indigo Children. And I guess more information, if you resonate with that term, would be like Dolores Cannon and her million books that she has published, which I think she has actually passed on, but her books, and her daughter lives on to carry that message too. I have clairvoyance, clear smelling, which is a cool ability. 423. Okay, so ascension number 3, air, in-breath decodes energies. Paternal side, spiritual gifts, wisdom, inheritance by the father's line. Tarot card reader, healer, teacher, guidance, spiritual knowledge. And I think this has something also to do with this Akashic Records. You don't always have to do tarot as a form of divination. Sometimes you don't need anything, but it just kind of helps. Always helps me. Number 8, ascension number 8, the mental plane, seed crystal, 8 through 10 chakras activated. Wow. Those are those chakras above your head. I think that starts with the soul star chakra or something like that. Pendulum reader, scrying, rune casting, and dowsing. The spiritual arts, artist, designer, singer, sculptor. I love that. Inspiration in whatever you do, especially if it's creative. Okay, and then number 9, ascension number 9, Buddha plane. Spirit determines everything. See what I mean with all the ascension things? Life path number 1, there you are, the pioneer, the ruling planet, the sun. And I have camping because, yeah, either you're really going camping, yay if you are, that's beautiful, or you're spending time in nature, getting healed by it. Youth director, spiritual support, educate, lead by example, or volunteer. Any of those, right? Any of those. Energy that looks up to you. Energy that looks up to you. Oh. There's no cards. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Yeah, we are. We're gonna do this one first. Archangel Raphael. This is not meant to replace any kind of medical care, but these are those. It's like Archangel Raphael medicine. That's not the name of the deck, but it's like it. It's like it. Strange, you never knew. I think it's strange, you never knew. She's very hard to sing. Give us your cares. Dear God, Archangel Raphael, I'm willing to release my fears to you. Allow me, there you go, release your fears. Allowing me to completely let go so you can fully guide me in this situation. And remember, your guidance, especially when you're getting it intuitively from your angels, from your spirit team, it's not going to look the same as regular guidance, and it can be questioned. Quite often it is questioned, so you need to ignore that and trust your intuition and trust your the things that are not programmed, the things that are given to you through spirit. Ask your body for a message. Dear body, I love this one. Help me to hear your messages. Archangel Raphael, please guide me in honoring and respecting my body's needs. And there may be something about not just, hey, you are the sun, but it says sunlight. So please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways. I also have improving health. Thank you for comforting reassurance in your situation of improving your health. I like that. Everybody wants to feel good while they live this life, right? And healthy. 222, 9. Whoop. Closing messages. And if you would like a private reading, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. There's major transformation. Number 16, associating with the Tower card. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. Yeah, because of the sunlight, because of your, like, in a way, your soul radiates information. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You are that King of Swords. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. You are a wisdom seeker. Your angels are asking that you share your knowledge for the benefit of others. I am perceptive. You can see so much more than what is, right? And this, I love this one. You relate to others on almost a cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. Yes. Yes. I am harmonious. It's the story of what's coming to my mind here is by gentle means, because you are the sunlight. It is like when the wind and the sun, this is just a story, like when the wind and the sun were competing, they saw a man wearing a jacket, and the wind said to the sun, I bet I can make that man take off his jacket quicker than you can. Right? And so then they had a competition, and the wind blew and blew, and instead of taking it off, it made the man pull it tighter and kind of like go into a ball, like, what the crap's going on? Right? And then it just stops, and then the sun comes out, and it's gentle, but the sun says, watch this, and it warms, and it warms it, and it warms even more, and then the guy gently takes off his jacket because he wants to enjoy the sun and not be so hot. You can do things with gentle means. That story is what's coming to me. Life path number 1, a pioneer, ruling planet the sun, and then you also have the leader. 28, I'm a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. I am a leader. Number 28. And that's what I've got for you. Wow, it's a little bit of a long reading for me, actually. So I'm sending you much love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.